Let's focus on the second key principle in the Go Mad framework, having a clearly defined goal. So, what makes goals so important? Right? Why do we put the emphasis on goals? And for me, I should say at this point that a goal is just focusing on what you want. And probably that in itself makes it clear. If we don't know what we want, or if we haven't got enough clarity about what we want, how are we going to know when we've actually got there? In a coaching context, it's really important that we help the person that is being coached by us with their thinking to absolutely get clarity about what they want. We won't do any possibility thinking, no planning, no prioritising until we've got absolute clarity. Now, there are 4 types of goals. The first type of goal is having a clearly defined SMART goal. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to the person, and a time on it. And we'll look at examples of that in a separate video. Second type of goal is a qualitative goal. This is where whatever it is that the person wants to achieve can't be easily measured. Typically, they're around 3 main areas. The quality of relationship that a person has and wants to improve. Or it could be a feeling or an emotion, the most common of which is either happiness or confidence. And the third area that I most commonly come across goals, particularly in the workplace, is around team morale or team spirit. So if you're coaching a person on any of those areas, they're the clues that you're looking for. If you can't measure it in terms of cost, time, quantity, or something that exists, which is classic for a SMART goal, you would then go for, is this about relationships? Is it about confidence, a feeling of happiness, or team morale, in which case it's a qualitative goal. The third type of goal is big projects, umbrella goals, and we'll deal with those in a separate video. And the fourth type of goal is having a vision, using your imagination, one of those 4 thinking components, to help a person really clearly get all the juicy detail in a very vivid picture imagined in their future. You know, Martin Luther King didn't say, I have a SMART goal, did he? He said, I have a dream. And he then went on to describe his vision. So they're the 4 types of goals. Some key aspects about a goal. One is, it's got to have some sort of timescale. We've got to focus on either a specific day or even a time of day and get that really clear. And this is really important around SMART goals and qualitative goals. We actually need to get clarity on the detail so that a person can audit themselves, or what I like to do is imagine a person being audited by somebody else. So for example, if I was to turn up on a specific day, on a specific time even, what would be the evidence of success? And asking that question really focuses a person, because even though they might know what SMART stands for, and a lot of people don't, right, very often people can't be that specific. So let me give you an example. If you were to imagine going on holiday and maybe you go to an airport at the other end and you're picked up by a taxi, what's the question that a taxi driver is going to ask you? It's going to be, where do you want to go? And if you go, I don't want to go to Scotland, they're going to look at you gone out, aren't they? They're going to go, where do you want to go? Not Scandinavia either. They're going to think you're bonkers. They're going to go, tell me exactly where you want to go. Even if you go the city centre, they'll go, what's the address? And having a clearly defined goal is like telling a taxi driver where you want to go. But you are the taxi driver. It's telling yourself the destination so that you'll absolutely know when you've got there. If we're about helping people to make a difference, this is about helping them to get the clarity of the difference that they want to make. So, a few key points for you here. 4 types of goal: SMART, qualitative, umbrella goals, and visions. It's all about the clarity and about getting specific, measurable evidence.